of convergence or divergence, it does not affect if you add few term or remove first term of a series, then that is not an issue. एंड इवन मैंने कुछ होमवर्क भी दिया था, आई डोंट नो तुम लोगों ने सॉल्व किया कि नहीं. आई मेक दैट एज अ असाइनमेंट इन द गूगल क्लासरूम. या ओके. So today I'll be telling you some test so that to prove something is convergent to us, whether a series is convergent or not. There are so many tests which are important and which you should know. The first one is comparison test, and before going to that, I'll just talk about a special series that is called harmonic series. But before that, the most important, that is necessary condition. Necessary condition for convergence. Convergence of a series. Okay. Okay. So whatever you know, let us combine everything and let us see if summation of en, that is n equal to 1 to infinity. Yeah. If summation of en is convergent. Yes. Can you see the screen? You पता नहीं रे, I don't know. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. If this series is convergent, this is a convergent series of real number, you can say real number, then there will be some condition on en, which I'll be discussing later on. I'll just keep a fill in the blanks here and let us see. What do you know about this series? Summation of en is convergent. When do we say a series is convergent? When sequence of partial sum is convergent, correct? What is sequence of partial sum? That is Sn. वो क्या है? E1 plus E2 plus E3 up to En, correct? This is sequence of partial sum. If this series is convergent, then this Sn must be convergent, and if this Sn is convergent, then this series is convergent. Is that clear to you? Correct? This was the basic definition of convergence of a series. To prove a series is convergent, you will see what about the sequence of partial sum. This is a sequence. I am relating this series with a sequence, and this sequence is called sequence of partial sum, and that is E1 E2 up to nth term. That is addition up to nth term I am taking. Correct? So now this series convergent, that means this Sn is convergent. Say convergent to S, suppose I am saying S, correct? So जो S पे converge होता है, ये series भी उसी पे converge होएगा. That means this will also converge to S. Now try to observe something. What is S1? That is E1. What is S2? That is E2. Sn, that is E1. Oh, sorry, this is E1 plus A2. Huh? E1, E2 up to En, correct? Now my question is that can you write En in terms of Sn and Sn, in terms of Sn? Can you write En in terms of Sn? I'll give you 2 minutes, think about it and answer. Can you write En? This is my En. Can you write En in terms of Sn? This is my question. Yeah, did you hear my question? Yeah, yeah, tell me. Perfect, very nice. Very good. Nice. I'm happy that you answered it. Did everybody get that? What he's saying? What was my question? I want to write En in terms of Sn. So what he said keep En is this side only and look at this term up to this guy. What is this one? En minus 1. So that is your Sn minus 1. So can I write my En as Sn minus 1? Is that okay? Can I do that? Perfect. Very nice. Now, do we know something about Sn? Sn converge to S. So what about Sn minus 1? Where does it will converge? Sn is a sequence. Sn minus 1 is a subsequence of Sn. And you know a theorem that is if a sequence is convergent, then all its subsequence converge to the same limit. Correct? So this Sn was convergent. So Sn minus 1 is also convergent and converge to the same limit. So if I take limit here, that is limit n tending to infinity of an, what will you get? You'll get limit n tending to infinity of Sn minus limit n tending to infinity of Sn minus 1. Is that okay? And where does this guy converge and this guy converge? Perfect, both of them converge to S. So this is S minus S. Do you see? That is 0. Do you agree why Sn minus 1 converge to S? करेक्ट, क्योंकि हम लोगों ने सेम वन में एक थ्योरम किया था, इफ अ सीक्वेंस कन्वर्ज टू अ पॉइंट और कन्वर्ज टू अ लिमिट, then all the subsequence of that sequence converge to the same limit. Perfect. और subsequence क्या होता है? सीक्वेंस के टर्म्स को लेके कुछ नया सीक्वेंस बनाया, ऐसा, या इवेंट टर्म्स ले लो, ऑड टर्म्स ले लो, लाइक दैट. करेक्ट. Good. So, do you see what is my necessary condition? To say a series is convergent, what should it happen? जो en है उसका en must go to zero. That means अभी मैं कंप्लीट करूंगा then limit n tending to infinity en that must be zero. मतलब अगर ये ट्रू नहीं है तो ये क्या रहेगा? Do you know contrapositive of this? What will be contrapositive of this? Anybody? Yes. This implies this. What is contrapositive? Yeah, but how should I write? If what and then what? This is if then statement, no? See, P implies Q. Then what is contrapositive? That is negation Q implies negation P. This is contrapositive, no? So what is P? This is P and this is Q. What will be contrapositive? Perfect. Very nice. Very nice. That means if this limit and tending to infinity en that is not equal to 0, then what can I say? This series is divergent. En is divergent series. Correct? So do you see the necessary condition? That means it is easy to prove some series is divergent. What is the first thing you need to check? You need to check whether en converges to 0. Agar en does not converge to 0, so what I will say? I'll say that series does not converge. Correct? और अगर en को कन्वर्ज होता है तो आई डोंट नो वेदर इट मे कन्वर्ज और इट मे नॉट, आई डोंट नो. एंड इफ यू सी, पता नहीं मैंने कुछ क्वेश्चंस किए हैं कि नहीं. I'll just yeah, I'll just give some example. So to prove divergence, it is easy. It is very nice technique. I'll give some examples. Say, uh, hmm, summation n equal to 1 to infinity. This is 1 plus 1 upon raised to n. Correct? This is a series. Correct? And you want to check whether the series is convergent or not. What is the first thing you will do? Suppose this guy is convergent. Suppose this is convergent, that this nth term must go to 0. Correct? By Previous theorem. That is, this was the theorem. Correct? If my series is convergent, then nth term must go to 0. And the contrapositive is that if nth term does not goes to 0, then I'll say this is divergent. As simple as that. So I just have to check nth term first. So what can you say, where does this nth term go? That is limit n tending to infinity, that is 1 plus 1 upon n raised to n. Do you know a famous thing, ये हम लोग ने किया है सेम वन में. Where does this converge to? No. Anybody else? No, this is not b. B was a constant number which was lying between 0 to 1. Just go back and check once again. Anybody else? Where does this guy converge to? ये तुक्का मत मारे, तू चुप रह. Yeah, somebody said E. Perfect. This converges to E. E raised to भी कुछ नहीं, just E. Correct. And हम लोग ने just बोला था कि this guy converges to a number that is lying between 2 and 3, और वो नंबर को that number is irrational, इसीलिए just उसको हम लोग ने बोला कि that converges to E. इसको एक नेम दिया गया था, that is E. We don't know कि हम लोग ने प्रूफ नहीं किया था कि वैल्यू E है, बिकॉज E इज नॉट इट इज इरेशनल नंबर ना. सो ये फिक्स थोड़ी है कि इतने डिजिट के बाद इतना ही आने वाला है. लाइक सेम एज पाई, दैट इज ऑल्सो इरेशनल. सो this limit goes to E. So what is your conclusion? What is your conclusion? You can say by nth term test. Nth term test, this series is divergent. That's it. Correct? If it was 0, then I don't know. Correct? Whether it is convergent, divergent, I cannot say anything. ये if and only if नहीं है. This is just a necessary condition. That means I should have this condition. That is, En must go to 0. But En अगर 0 है तो I cannot say कि ये convergent है. Okay, I'll just give one more example. Say this. Summation n equal to 1 to infinity, say n square upon 3n square plus 4n plus 1. Okay, can you quickly say anything about this, whether it is convergent, divergent, or anything? Yes. What is your conclusion? Anyone? To check a series is convergent or divergent, the first thing you should check necessary condition. That means whether nth term goes to 0. That is your first thing you should do always. That means take limit tending to infinity, n square upon 3n square plus 4n plus 1. Where does it converge to? Or whether it converges to 0 or not. Where does this guy converge to? Anyone? One. Okay. How did you do that? Okay, then divide किया तो whether are you getting 1? Yeah, that's it, correct. 1 by 3. Perfect. So what you should do? You should divide by n square both the side. That is either higher degree n square है, इधर भी higher square n square. Divide किया तो you'll be having 1 upon this is 3 plus this is 4 upon n plus 1 upon n square, correct? And you know one thing, limit n tending to infinity 1 upon n 0 होगा, 1 upon n square 0 होगा. So this converts to 1 by 3. What is your conclusion? Perfect. Sequence or series? We are dealing with series, correct? Can you see the screen? That means series is divergent. Good. So अभी divergent को proof करने का एक necessary condition मिला अपने को, which is quite helpful. एक और question करें. Check whether this series is convergent or divergent. Say log of n upon 2n plus 1. Quickly do that and tell me. How will you do? Look at the nth term, correct? अभी बोलो, how will you do now? Whether can I go inside limit? That is my question. Can I write this as log of limit n tending to infinity n upon 2n plus 1? Think about it and tell me. Whether can I write like this? And if yes, then how and why do you think that I can write like this? Hello? Anyone? Whether I can write like this? That is, can I take limit inside? That is my question. And if yes, then why? If no, then why? Even in the next unit 2 continuity, I'll be teaching you this thing कि limit कब अंदर जाएगा कब बाहर आएगा ऐसा. And why this is possible? This and I'm saying you yes we can write, we can take limit inside because log is a continuous function. If your function is continuous, then I can go inside that limit. You just remember this thing, that is called sequential continuity. If your function is continuous, then you can take the limit inside. Correct? Okay, once you take the limit inside, इसका limit क्या आएगा? That is 1 by 2. So it will log of 1 by 2. That is non-zero, correct? So if it is non-zero, what is your conclusion? Your conclusion is this series is divergent. Is divergent. That's it. Correct? Is that okay? Next is Cauchy's criteria. Cauchy's criteria for convergence. Okay. Can somebody tell me what do you mean by Cauchy sequence? When do we say a sequence is Cauchy? And in real Cauchy और convergent में कुछ relation है क्या? Anyone? Do you remember what is Cauchy and how do we define a sequence is Cauchy? Before writing this, let us recall. En is said to be Cauchy. Bolo, anyone? I'll just give you a hint. For all epsilon positive, there exists and not belongs to natural number. No, for all n greater than equal to n naught. That is not less than. We will less than होएंगे तो finite हो जाएगा ना. Yes, mod is less than epsilon. Epsilon, perfect. Very nice. Very good. This is the definition of Cauchy. And what is relation between Cauchy and convergent in real? That is the second question. What is the relation between Cauchy and convergent in real? Every convergent sequence is Cauchy, and in R, every Cauchy sequence is convergent. So by two theorem, the first theorem is true for any domain, either तुम real लो या कुछ भी लो चलेगा, and in the second case, in real, every Cauchy sequence is convergent. So by two theorem, what can you conclude? रियल में कॉशी चेक करना है या कन्वर्जेंट चेक करना है, बोथ द थिंग आर सेम. डू यू एग्री? इन रियल इफ यू वांट टू चेक कॉशी और कन्वर्जेंट, बोथ द थिंग्स आर सेम. by these two statement. एंड ये अब हम लोग ने यूनिट 1 में किया है. इफ यू चेक ऑन लेक्चर रिकॉर्डिंग इज आल्सो देयर. इफ यू चेक ऑन, इफ यू गो बैक टू द सेकंड यूनिट का लास्ट टॉपिक ऐसा ही है कुछ. Correct? Okay. So that was all recall. So let us now see Cauchy criteria of convergence of a series. That is a theorem. I'll write a series of real numbers, that is summation n equal to 1 to infinity is convergent if and only if for every epsilon positive there exists and not belongs to natural number such that mod of summation of k equal to m plus 1 to n ek, that is less than epsilon for all एन एम दैट इज ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू एन नॉट. और अगर n को भी बड़ा बड़ा बिकॉज n और दो है तो यू जस्ट राइट n ग्रेटर देन m दैट इज ग्रेटर देन n नॉट. दिस इज द theorem. The proof is very easy. If I say one line proof, roughly मैं proof करने नहीं वाला हूँ इसको. I'll talk about this roughly. So let us see something. Hint. Summation of En is convergent, correct? That means n equal to 1 to infinity. That is convergent. What do you mean by that? Implies Sn जो sequence of partial sum रहेगा, that is E1 plus E2 plus से E बीच में कहीं पे EM आएगा and then there it will be En. This is also convergent. Do you agree? बिकॉज मैंने जस्ट अज्यूम किया है कि m पहले आता है फिर n लास्ट में आता है. सो Sn अगर बात किया दैट इज सीक्वेंस ऑफ पार्शियल सम, दैट इज अप टू n टर्म एवरीबडी, सो सबका एडिशन लिया. सो Sn इज कन्वर्जेंट. Yes, and Sn is a sequence and it is convergent in R. What can I say next? Can I say Sn is Cauchy also? Perfect. Implies Sn is Cauchy. Do you see the proof is done actually? Proof is now 1 line. Just write the definition of Cauchy. So what is the definition of Cauchy? For all epsilon positive, there exists n naught belongs to natural number for all n m greater than equal to n naught, जिसमें n पहले से ही बड़ा मैंने consider किया है, that is not issue. N naught, what I will be having, Sn minus Sm, that is less than epsilon, correct? But observe one thing, what is my Sn? This is E1 plus E2, बीच में कहीं पे em आएगा, then it will be last term will be en, correct? And what is Sm? It is first m term का addition, that is E1 plus E2 plus em. Do you agree? That is less than epsilon. What will you get from this? You see, up to m term everybody will get cancel. ये इससे cancel होएगा, ये इससे cancel होएगा, em से इससे cancel. So your term will start from em plus 1 plus em plus 2 and so on, and en, that is less than epsilon. What do you mean by this? Can I write with the summation? That is summation. क्या लिखे? Whether you want to write key, suppose key लिखता हूँ मैं, k equal to m plus 1 to n e k, that is less than epsilon. For what? For all n which is greater than m which is greater than equal to n naught, correct? Do you see, शायद यही प्रूफ करना था तुमको. See, this was one line proof. Do you agree? Perfect. So it was just a hint. ये ट्राई कर लेना, प्रूफ बहुत ही सिंपल है. आई एम जस्ट रफली टेलिंग दैट प्रूफ. स्टेटमेंट देखा तभी भी चलेगा. सो ये कॉशी क्राइटेरिया क्या है? दिस इज बोथ नेसेसरी एंड सफिशिएंट ऑल्सो. इन प्रीवियस केस इट वाज जस्ट नेसेसरी कंडीशन. टू डिराइव इट इज इजी, बट okay, let me make your life easy little bit by giving convergence of non-negative terms. Convergence of series of non-negative terms. You'll see कि हर टाइम हम लोग सेम वन का सीक्वेंस यूज कर रहे हैं. तो अगर सेम वन का सीक्वेंस अच्छे से किया है तो you'll not have any issue in doing this series. The real series summation of en, that is n equal to 1 to infinity with en positive, with all ens are positive here for all n greater than फॉर ऑल n बिलोंग्स टू नेचुरल नंबर बोलो, करेक्ट, is convergent if and only if something happens. What happens, I'll talk about it later. That is, something happens with the sequence of partial sum. It's a sequence of partial sum, that is Sn. कुछ तो होता है, what is that we don't know, we'll think about it. Okay, let us see the proof first. Let us find out कि क्या होता है. Do you remember monotone convergence theorem, anybody? What is that? Can you just tell me a statement of that monotone convergence theorem? Again, recall. Okay, perfect. Monotonic and bounded, then it is convergent. Monotonic अगर increasing हो तो क्या चाहिए? Perfect, bounded above. Correct. And monotonic decreasing हो तो? Perfect. So just इतना याद रखो, that's it. We are done. Now, what do we know? In my proof, let us start proving, and you'll see that same theorem use होएगा यहाँ पे. My each ENs are positive, correct? For all n belongs to natural number. That is given in my condition, because heading ही मैंने वही डाला है कि this is series of non-negative terms. जिसमें जो terms है वो positive है, correct? So what is my S1, E1, S2, E1 plus E2, and Sn, that is E1 plus up to An. Do you agree that this Sn is also positive? Since each An is positive, that this Sn will be also positive. And do you agree that this Sn is an increasing sequence? That is, जो S1 है, that is, can I write like this? S1 is less than S2, less than equal to S2, and this is less than equal to S3. Can I write like this? So what is my claim? What can I say? Sn is increasing sequence. Can I say that? Perfect. To say my series summation of an convergent, what I was required, I was required to say that this Sn is convergent, और ये Sn monotonically increasing है, that I know. What extra I require to say this Sn is convergent? This Sn is monotonic increasing, I know. What extra I require to say that this Sn is convergent? Perfect, upper bound, that is bounded above. This should be bounded above. Do you agree? Very nice. So that was the thing. यही proof था. So जो fill in the blanks किया था हम लोगों ने, if and only if its sequence of partial sum Sn is bounded. Even just bounded above बोला तभी भी चलेगा. मैं just bounded लिखता हूँ, no issue. Bounded. Where what is my Sn? Where Sn is sequence of partial sum, that is S1 plus S2 plus Sn. Do you agree? Do you agree with the proof now? कि मतलब मुझे prove to prove the series is convergent, I just required कि जो मेरा Sn है वो bounded होना चाहिए, that's it. Because मुझे पता है वो monotonic increasing तो पहले से ही है, क्योंकि हर एक term positive है, तो S1 S2 S3 सब लोग increasing हैं. In each term something is getting added and something non-zero term is getting added. So Sn is monotonic increasing. हाँ बोलो. करेक्ट, हाँ. Sn इक्वल टू E1 प्लस E2. ओ सॉरी, अरे हाँ यार, समझ जा भाई. करेक्ट. नहीं नहीं, नो इश्यू. even we should make a good writing habit. Okay, do you agree with the proof? हम लोग को क्या करना था? हम लोग को proof क्या करना था? This series is convergent, and to say this series convergent, what I have to say? My SN is convergent. That is sequence is convergent. So SN convergent के लिए what I am seeing from the observation, I am seeing that SN is already monotonic increasing. So I just have to check whether SN is bounded or not. That's it. My work will be done. Do you agree? Perfect. And if my Sn is unbounded, then can I say that series is divergent? Perfect. Good. So you can write in note or corollary that if my Sn is divergent, Sn is unbounded, then it is divergent. Correct. सो दिस इज नाइस बिकॉज अभी तुम्हें कन्वर्जेंस चेक करना है तो इवन कन्वर्जेंस भी नहीं चेक करना है, यू जस्ट हैव टू चेक वेदर बाउंडेड है कि नहीं. दैट्स इट, काम हो जाएगा. करेक्ट. Okay, do I have some time? I'll just do one problem, then we'll stop. Okay. What should I take? एक्चुअली हम लोगों ने कंपैरिजन टेस्ट नहीं किया है ना अभी. ओके. हाँ, लेट अस टेक अ सीरीज. n factorial. No, let us not take 1 factorial. uh, n factorial, suppose like this. And if I say series, matlab what is my en? This is my en. And if I take summation of en, तो ये क्या रहेगा? ये summation of this. So this is my series now. Correct? Or in general लिखना है तो you just write 1 upon n factorial. So what will be my s1 here? It will be 1 upon 1 factorial. What will be my s2? It will be 1 upon 1 factorial plus 1 upon 2 factorial. What is my s3? It will be 1 upon 1 factorial plus 1 upon 2 factorial plus 1 upon 3. Do you see the terms भी s1 में एक टर्म है, s2 में दो टर्म है, s3 में तीन टर्म है, ऐसा. Correct? So do you see a monotonic increasing? I just have to prove this is bounded. And can I prove that? That is Sn is bounded. 1 upon 1 factorial plus 1 upon 2 factorial plus 1 upon n factorial. This is, now I want to prove that this is bounded. That's it. Do you have any relation with factorial and something 2 raised to n से शायद relation है? If you do, that is homework for you. Find a bound for this. That is the exercise. Think about it, find a bound for this. Can you do that? And the hint is try to relate n factorial with something 2 raised to n or something 2 raised to something. Just that is just hint. I want you to explore this thing and can you find a bound. If you able to find it, then just you can send me your solution. Okay.